Terry Rose, and if you are wondering how to find a life coach online, I would like to suggest a question that I think is just a little bit better than that. And it is how to find a life coach online that can really help you solve your particular issue or move forward in your life. Because there are a lot of different coaches out there that do things in a lot of different ways. Some are primarily focused on talking and helping you figure things out. I am really do things in a very different way. To me, I base things on my experiences. Now, why is this happening here? Primarily focused on talking and helping. Can you hear this in the background? I am really do things in a very different way. To me, I base things on my experiences and do things in a lot of different ways. Now, why is this happening here? Primarily focused on talking. Well, maybe that was because, I don't know, maybe it was picking up my speaker. So sorry about that. Hopefully this will work. So anyway, I'm just going to continue here. And if this doesn't work, then I guess I will just redo it. But my point is, if you're looking for someone that can help you, there are a lot of different ways to do things. So you want to connect with that person and know that the way that they work is something that really is going to speak to you in your heart and offer those next steps that are right for you. So I've taken a lot of training, but I don't really put my focus on the training, because what I have done is apply the things that I've learned in my own life, and I use those as examples because a lot of people have something that is holding them back, that's keeping them from their breakthrough. We've learned so much about the brain and about the subconscious mind, and what we know now is that your perception of things activates things in your subconscious, and your brain goes back and references information and pulls up that information that causes you to have certain behaviors. And your brain develops these neural networks that just kick in. And so there's a lot of techniques and things that you can actually do that get your brain and your heart working for you. So first of all, you have to really define what that is that would make you happy. And then what is that gap from here to there? And then what is the next step, the next pieces, the next focus for you to move you forward? And then what are the techniques and the tools that you can use? If you look at these pictures, these are just a couple of things that, when I had times when I felt like I couldn't break through, or actually the car picture is one of those times when I couldn't. I went 2.5 years. The company I worked with offered this luxury car when you got to a certain volume, and I worked as hard as anybody. I went to conferences, I did everything, took training, and I did the actions, and it wasn't happening. So because I've taken so much coaching training in my life, I make myself my client. I looked at the things that were going on subconsciously, and I was able to find some things that were blocks, dissipate those things, and wouldn't you know, there was the car. Now there's a lot more to that story, and breaking that down and really applying it in your life is what is important to do. The step-by-step process that I went through. The other thing that you're seeing there is my finger. The reason I'm including this is because it was the opposite time. There are those times when you are in the right cycle and things are just clicking for you, and you're able to just really put your mind on something, things fall into place, and it happens. That was one of those things that happened with that finger. I severed my fingertip, and it was pretty severe, and I was able to heal that literally overnight, but within days, and especially within weeks, you could see no sign of that finger, and there is no way that just happens normally. It really had to attach itself and grow, and my nail and everything, there's no ridge or anything, and I had witnesses that saw it. And I took a video of it because I wanted to send it to a couple of people that are in the medical field just to get advice to see if I could wait till morning, because I did not want to have to go to an emergency room and sit there all night. But this whole process kicked in, and it kicked in because of these simple things that I practice every day. So I have an ebook with stories and examples. I offer free webinars. I have blog posts and things that explain things. But I also do coaching when somebody isn't able to find those things on their own. And I have this process that I call, I've called it different things over the years, triangle formula for success, but TFS. So triangle formula system, it is a system of working with your brain and your heart, your left and right brain, and then your heart, because it is those three areas that really make a difference. And then what I call the white light method, once you are clear, you're resonating. We know that people resonate energy. There's light, there's photons of light that is measurable, that is emitted from you, and it carries your energy out there. It creates a electromagnetic field around you, and it connects you with this field of energy that we live in, which is full of opportunities. So when you pay attention to those things, first of all, you use the triangle formula to create within, and then the white light method to project that out to both other people in the physical world that are reacting to your energy, and also into this field of energy that connects you with opportunities. So I have a lot of free training. You can Google my name, Terry Rose. Make sure it's one R. Terry is one R and an I. Or go to terryrose.com, or you'll find some of my other sites if you Google my name. So just get in touch. Get my free. Right now I have what I'm calling my white light method, the white light package. It's a free download. I'm doing everything I can to share as much free information to help anybody that wants to become a conscious, deliberate creator, because we are creating all of the time. And when you get clear within, in your heart and in your brain, in your mind, you make a decision for the changes that you want and the breakthroughs that you want, then you resonate that out, and it is amazing the process that happens. Now, why am I qualified to even be talking about this? If you get my ebook and you see these stories, these are very real examples. This is a way of life that I have learned to live. And it doesn't mean my life is without challenges by any means, but I have these miraculous things that have happened my entire life when I use this process. And it took me a lot of years to really figure out exactly what I'm doing, to boil it down into something that is just step by step for someone else. But that's what I've done, and that's the work that I do with clients now, and what I talk about and give out freely as much as possible in any way that I can, so that anybody can use these tips in the training that I offer and apply it to your own life. So I hope you'll visit terryrose.com and get my free package, and let me know if I can help you. There's contact forms if you are looking for coaching. I generally set up a free consultation, but things are always subject to change. But just go check out and see what I have to offer at the time, and start applying these things to your lives, because we're not getting help from out there, but there is help within. If each one of us develops our own abilities to create the kind of world that we want, that is the only way it is going to change. We have to do something that's radical and revolutionary, and that is just taking charge of our own lives and creating the kind of energy that we can project out into the world, that brings opportunities and healing to you as an individual, and that also helps everybody in your surroundings, in your world. When we all become those little points of light around the world, that light overshadows the darkness. We don't need to fight things. We just need to let our light shine. So I hope you'll visit terryrose.com.